Ladies and gentlemen, Nuru Okanga, one of the men giving William Ruto sleepless night from Jacaranda, was arrested yesterday. But due to public pressure, Nuru Okanga was released earlier today. According to the charge sheet, Nuru Okanga was arrested for calling William Ruto a liar. Let me just read for you the charge sheet. Publication of false information contrary to Section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act, number 5 of 2018. Nuru Okanga, on the 20th day of November 2023, at a known place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, using YouTube account channel Riba News, published online a video captioned, Nuru Okanga on fire. Ruto, you are very stupid and idiot. Umetoboka akili wewe. With the intimidating and abusing words to it, Ruto, you are very stupid. You are very stupid. Yani, unakuja kudanganya wa Kenya mchana kuwa mafuta haikuwa. You are an idiot. Information you knew to be false and calculated to discredit the reputation of a state officer and with intent to provoke a breach of peace. Now, that charge sheet is very interesting. And, you know, I'm looking at it. I'm not a lawyer. But I think that YouTube channel does not belong to Nuru Okanga. That's number one. Number two, you know, as much as you want, you may want to say that Nuru Okanga was a bit of off. Whatever he said might not necessarily be untrue. But Nuru Okanga received support from unlikely quarters. Dennis Itumbi, who disagreed with his arrest. Now, this is what Dennis Itumbi posted. I want us to do a critical analysis why Dennis Itumbi actually sided with Nuru Okanga. Because I've always told you that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. And that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing just happened for the sake of it. This is what Itumbi posted. I completely disagree with the idea of arresting bloggers for insulting the president. Whoever is doing it, wacheni kabisa. Please wakili Kinudhia. If Nuru Okanga agrees, represent him in court at my cost. So basically, Itumbi is offering a lawyer. In my view, Nuru Okanga should not agree to that lawyer. Nuru Okanga ni mtu wa Azimio. Azimio, I think they have some best legal minds who have always carried these kind of cases. But he's asking Kinudhia to represent Okanga. So it's proceeding. There usually exists a right to offend, shock, or disturb. Itumbi is actually talking of things that he knows so well. He was also party to when Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of the Republic of Kenya. I know for a fact that President William Ruto has serious stuff to do and is not interested in such dramas and arrests. So Itumbi, who is the Hustler spokesperson, is telling us that he knows that Ruto is not interested in such drama and arrest, and that he does not even know about it, that Ruto is not even aware of this particular arrest. And that's why it's important. Who was the complainant? So who exactly is the complainant? Itumbi is actually asking that question. Wacheneni na bloggers waji express. Tafuteni kazi ingine. That's Dennis Itumbi. Dennis Itumbi's tweet is actually coming several hours after Nuru Okanga had been arrested. But I want us to analyze that position by Dennis Itumbi. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, allow me to take this opportunity to also thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there. for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let us listen to Nuru Okanga's wife explaining to us how Nuru Okanga was arrested.
Sasa kidogo vile nampelekea hivi maji nikamwambia ndio uoge maji kwa bafu. Sasa yeye anatoka hivi akuja kwa bafu kuoga. Sasa ile anaoga nikaona watu watatu wakakuja hivi side ya bafu. Kumbe wengine watatu tena walikuwa kwa nyumba wameingia. Mimi nikashangaa kwani hao watu ni watu gani? Sasa venye walikuja hivyo. Mimi nikaingia kwa nyumba nikauliza sasa mnataka nini? Tunataka Nuru Okanga leta manguo tumpeleke huko bafu avae. Nikamwambia kama mtu anaoga mnataka kumshika, si mngoje basi mtu amalize kuoga. Alafu basi kama mnamshika basi mmshike. Ati wewe leta tu manguo avae. Nikamwambia ngojeni kwanza amalize kuoga. Mtu hawezi toka kwa bafu na mapovu, akuje mwende mshike tu hivyo. Sawa kiingia hivi kwa nyumba akaniambia leta simu, hii ni simu ya nani? Nikamwambia hii ni simu yangu. Venye walifungua hivyo akapata picha ya Nuru iko kwa simu yangu. Akasema hii ni simu ya Nuru. Nikamwambia hii si simu ya Nuru, hii ni simu yangu. Nuru akamwambia sasa nataka kuchukua simu ya bibi yangu muende nayo wapi? Sasa simu ya Nuru ilikuwa kwa kitanda huko hivyo.
And by the way, apart from Nuru Okanga, Omosh 1 hour is another gentleman giving William Ruto sleepless night in Jacaranda. Listening to him on the arrest of Nuru Okanga.
Sasa hii mimi kama Omosh, kulingana na venye Mrs. Nuru Okanga ameongea, naweza peana ripoti. Kweli Nuru Okanga amefanya nini? Ameshika. Already nilikuwa nimepigiwa simu. Na mtu kutoka karibu na Raila Amolo Odinga. So tunajua hii ni siasa. Nuru Okanga ni mtu wa siasa. Na ile uchungu kabisa. Nuru ni mtoto wa shule.
And of course, for those who missed Nuru Okanga's speech that landed him in trouble, this is it.
You are a liar. Tuko na uchungu. Nonsense. Kama tumafuta ndio imeanza kuja mingi. Unamaanisha nini? Ama hii mvua inanyesha ndio unamaanisha? Mafuta gani uko nayo mingi? Mafuta ya wakati wa uhuru ilikuwa 159. Yako hii unaongea yuko 220. Unatuambia nini? Wewe unatakangu tushike kila wakati Ruto ama unatakangu tusiwe kila wakati? Haija kana. Mr. Speaker, kuna kitu imenikasirisha sana. Nikasikia kutapika kwa gari, nikaona imejaa. Na ilikuwa kwa speed. Nikavumilia tu na hiyo matapiko. Nikasema acha nifike Jacaranda. Nitapike hiyo maneno. Badala nitapike ile kuku nimekula, wacha nitapike maneno. Mr. Speaker, nimeona Ruto akiwa pale Kirinyaga na huyu kijana mdogo anaitwa Ndini Nyoro. Mimi nataka kwa address Ndini Nyoro. Sijui alikuwa Ndini Nyoro ama alikuwa Kimani Chungwa. Alisema ati ya kwamba atuamwachie Raila Odinga. Mimi nataka niambie Ichungwa. Nimekasirika kubishana na mtu ambaye ako na 88 years.
No, let me just go through this Dennis Itumbi tweet briefly again. Itumbi is saying, I completely disagree with the idea of arresting bloggers for insulting the president. Whoever is doing it, wacheni kabisa. Please wakili Kinudhia, if Nuru Okanga agrees, represent him in court at my cost. So why would Dennis Itumbi disagree with whoever ordered the arrest of Nuru Okanga? Because let's face it, it's not the first time. We saw Kenya Kwanza government targeting the gentleman at Jacaranda. They actually went and even decided to cut down the tree at Jacaranda. And they've tried to buy some of these guys. Most of them have actually refused. As we speak, Omosh 1 hour is facing similar charges in court. The ghetto president is also facing similar charges in court. But the arrest of Nuru Okanga backfired. So basically, Dennis Itumbi, number one, is trying to do what we call damage control. The fact is, the moment Nuru Okanga was arrested for insulting the president, basically, that was the time the Kenya Kwanza government lost the all script. Because let's face it, Nuru Okanga ni mtu mdogo sana. Ruto cannot complain. These guys would have found better charges. But Nuru Okanga just said what Senator for Busia, Omtata, said the other day about Ruto. Omtata said clearly that Ruto's head is empty. That's exactly what Nuru Okanga is saying here. So I think these guys never anticipated the kind of feedback they got from Kenyans. They thought Kenyans were going to side with them, that Nuru Okanga was actually wrong. So Dennis Itumbi, in my view, is doing what we call damage control, because he's the hustler's spokesperson. Number two, I also tend to think that the backlash these guys received online is what shocked them. As we speak, Nuru Okanga is still trending from yesterday. And if you read the comments, as much as most people feel Nuru Okanga went off a bit, but majority of Kenyans are in agreement with whatever he was saying, especially on the cost of living, and in the fact that William Ruto is a liar. And Nuru Okanga expressed his disbelief. Let me just read for you what Eugene Wamalwa, who is the party leader of Nuru Okanga, is saying. Eugene Wamalwa. This is what Eugene Wamalwa posted over the arrest of Nuru Okanga. Lawyer says mourning has no formula, and you are allowed to mourn anyhow. Kenya is like a nation in a mourning over the rising taxes or cost of living, and our freedom of expression should not be limited like my friend Nuru Okanga, who was arrested and released today for condemning Kenya Kwanza indifference. So the fact is, these guys received serious backlash. So Itumbi's tweet is supposed to exonerate the president, and that's why he's saying the president was not aware. Number three, that charge sheet is what sold these guys. Kenyans have really laughed at that charge sheet. If it was designed in a way that would have made a bit of sense, I'm sure Kenyans would have really not been bothered. But the fact that Kenyans are mocking this particular charge sheet is the reason enough Itumbi decided to make that post. And number four, if you ask me, I can also see from very far that there is serious division in Kenya Kwanza. That there are people who are misusing the police. But there are also those people who believe that William Ruto should ignore certain things. So who is having the field day here? I think those people who are misusing the police are having field day. And of course, the other issue which Itumbi is trying to deal with is the misuse of police. When they came to power, they were very clear, they were very categorical that they were not going to use power to fight their political wars. But of course, we've seen it. It has been happening. In fact, at some point, I remember during the campaign, the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, was very categorical that they are not going to weaponize war on corruption. They were not going to weaponize the police. And lastly, this is a warning to Jacaranda guys. Ruto is sending a coded message to them. That is the fact. So basically they are attacking and defending at the same time. So you attack Jacaranda, you see who are behind them, then you go and defend. But the fact is, it's a warning which they must be very careful with or about. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.